See by the stories that I tell you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Praise and I'm back with another video. So today I'm here with
Marley.
So it's been a while since Marley's been on my channel. We went to school together.
I was actually watching your videos the other day with my friends from school. The ones, yeah.
I watch them sometimes
crying.
and I was just like, I miss it. Like,
yeah,
life
it was real
isn't the same now. So Marley is a second year student at Cambridge. And we are doing a get ready with me and we're going to ask some questions which might be insightful, just generally about like our different experiences since we've left, you know, sixth form. We're going to our friend Lana's 23rd birthday, and that will also be a reunion. So I have some questions here, but we can get ready whilst we do it. First up, do you regret going to university?
Sometimes I regret the university I go to. But university itself, no.
I don't think I regret going to university, but I just wish I did my university experience a bit differently. I use the Bondi Sands SPF. It's really good. Okay, I wish I did my university experience very different to how I did it.
What do you mean?
As in, like, I wish maybe I lived out 1 year, or I wish that
Oh yeah, you're done this year.
Or I wish that maybe I continued hockey or made friends, not with different people, but made friends with more people earlier. This year was the only year where I actually like decided, oh, let me speak to people. So you don't regret it?
I don't regret uni, but my uni's a bit interesting. What I would say pertains to the like controversial opinion. I don't think uni's for everyone. And I believe that wholeheartedly, and not in like some people are thick and shouldn't go and study. In a like, the government has told us that uni is this amazing thing, but actually how good is it for everyone?
That's very
It's not. It's like one specific way of thinking and learning and existing in the world, and not everyone needs to be doing it like that. And also like certain degrees, sometimes you just need to go and get an apprenticeship or go and work.
Or
like,
you know someone, I won't say their name.
I know who you're talking about.
Exactly, like
people rise through the ranks, are earning their bread, and they're literally like, and they're going on holiday like 20 times a year.
I don't get it.
And I'm at uni in the stick.
I think one thing our school didn't do was like allow us to explore options. Like it was more so it's uni and that's it.
We had one presentation about degree apprenticeships,
but no one like,
wow.
no one was
I remember I explored it,
actually,
and then
you were like, oh, you might do that.
I was literally
after.
going to do it, and then oh no, like it's just going to be too much. But loads of people just do apprenticeships. Like all of these big firms that people want to end up working at, they all offer these apprenticeships anyway to start from when you don't have a degree.
That's very true.
It's like, it's just not for everyone, and it's also like could be doing better not learning for 3 years. Less and less, because more and more people, the government like wants us all to go to uni because it puts us all in debt. It's a money making scheme. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not to be a conspiracy theorist, but it's just a bit, I'm a bit skeptical.
Right.
I'm skeptical of how much uni is for everyone.
My second question is, do you think it's easier to get a first in Cambridge in comparison to LSE?
I think they're the same. Like LSE, other unis I wouldn't say so, but
I feel like some modules, it's like, I don't know whether it's the same at yours, but for us, or some degrees, sorry, it's like you can get a first.
Yeah,
like,
history in Cambridge is like not easy, but it's just very attainable.
I get really sad like thinking about how like other unis do law, and you just hear so many people get firsts, but here it's like if we get a 69 in an essay, then we're like, oh, like,
yeah,
yes, but
65. Wow.
And law here, by the way, Marley does HSPS. Do you want to say how that is?
I'm like specialising in politics and sociology, and I really love it. I think I'm actually like very much enjoying my degree, which is like really great. But I didn't always enjoy my degree. So it's just like I had to find what was right for me, and I applied to something that I didn't really love, but I like it. I think you just need to make sure that especially like if you're going to one of like the intense unis, you need to love what you do. Like, or you need to have like a very big motivating force for you to do what you're doing, because otherwise you won't last. You will not last, like, or you'll just be really, really upset and like it's not worth it.
So whilst Marley and I are speaking about our degrees, this is the perfect time to speak about the sponsor of today's video, Brilliant.org. If you don't know what Brilliant is, I have worked with them many times before. Absolutely love it. Brilliant.org is the best place to learn maths and computer science interactively. So they upload thousands of new classes monthly, from foundational to advanced maths, with classes on science, computer science, math, AI, data, tech. I absolutely love using Brilliant because, like I have reiterated, my degree is as hard as it is. I genuinely loved learning like like maths in school, and the way Brilliant does it is just so fun and interactive, and I genuinely think it's one of the best new ways to help you when it comes to learning. It's so different to how a school is structured, but you're learning proactively and you're also in control. If you're someone like me who doesn't have all the time in the world to spend hours learning something new, some of their lessons take no more than 5 to 10 minutes, and it is one of the best things to do if you're working on something completely different and you need a break. I use Brilliant in my time off to do something fun for myself, and I think you guys would definitely enjoy it too. No matter what you're studying, there is something for you there. I'm currently learning physics of the everyday, so it's basically going through physics and how it's applied in our day-to-day lives, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this because I honestly, when I was younger, physics was one of my hardest topics, but I love learning about how it works in our day-to-day lives. So to try everything that Brilliant has to offer, they are offering a free full 30 days, or you can type in brilliant.org/praise/ or you can click the link in my description box below. The first 200 people to click the link in my description box below will get 20% off Brilliant's annual subscription. It's 100% worth it. I can't reiterate it enough. If you're doing your GCSEs right now and you need a way to learn better, Brilliant is a perfect place for you. So I'll make sure to leave the link in my description box below, and let's continue on with the video. What's better in terms of social life, Cambridge or LSE? Why are you laughing?
It's obviously LSE. Are you joking? There's like
really
3 clubs in Cambridge, and they're horrible.
I'll take that.
It's London.
But I've experienced going out after campus to like South Bank, or going to like the London Eye, or going to Tate Museum.
There's just so much more culture.
There's so much to do.
Like there's so much to do. Like you could just spend a day out, whereas in Cambridge for you to spend a full day out, apart from all the like touristy stuff, it's not really popping. And also it's just very intense and small. But I feel like because we come from London and we're used to having lots at our fingertips, like so much available to us, going to a smaller place makes you appreciate the bigger place more. But also by the same token, it's very easy to have a night out and you don't feel like you're going to get lost, or like you don't really need to worry because everything's a 20-minute walk away.
From your hearings, would you say Cambridge is better than Oxford, or would you say
what, in terms of academic or everything?
Everything.
I think Cambridge is a lot more modern in terms of how they do things. I also preferred Cambridge, like the way that they view applicants, in the way that, so for interviews, 80% of all applicants get an interview at Cambridge.
Very nice.
And in Oxford it's more like 20%, and they just whittle it down at an earlier stage. But I just feel like treating applicants like human beings is, in my opinion, than treating them like their personal statement, because I don't think you really, like, I don't understand how you can differentiate between who should be at Oxford and someone who shouldn't be at Oxford just from your application and your test. I just don't think that's, I just don't get how you can do that, because most of the reason why Oxford and Cambridge are so good is because you have that like face-to-face teaching. It's all about who you are as a person and whether you get on with like that kind of learning, and you can't really ascertain that from a piece of paper.
If you didn't go to the university you're at now, so we're at now, which ones would we go to?
Oh, I haven't thought about that actually.
I know what I would say. Edinburgh. For what? English?
No. Ugh. When would I have ever done that?
I thought you were applying for English at one point, you know?
Well, actually, to be fair, yeah, maybe at the beginning of sixth form.
I would have done...
It would have been that. Let me change my answer.
I would have gone to Warwick and probably done law again. No, you have to change the degree you would have done.
What?
Yeah, so I would have...
Wait, so which degree can I not choose from?
No. Oh.
I covered too many lives.
Okay, just pick one of them. I probably either would have gone to Warwick.
I think I would have as well, you know.
Warwick, just because I feel like I would have thrived. Like, I don't know, because I actually don't see like much of it. Imagine hockey training, like just going to hockey training.
I would hate it.
Oh, I'd hate it. I would hate it. Because vile. It's vile. It's hockey, but that at LSE, but it's a minor reason. It was mainly impacted by the fact I had to commute to everything. But the socials, like there were always socials there, and I think maybe they were heavily drinking based, which I wasn't really doing, so I just didn't do that. No, yeah, I would have gone to Warwick. It's just, I just feel like I can see myself like just walking through campus.
I saw you walking on campus. No.
Oh yeah, we saw it, and Luca too, and Sukraj.
Yeah, nearly got run over.
Everyone was there.
Probably Edinburgh, and I'd probably do politics at Edinburgh and Spanish.
I think if I didn't study law, I would have done politics and IR. My other question, what is the worst thing that has happened to you at your university? I'll go with mine because at first when I was writing this, I was like, like I don't have one. But mine is just the substandard.
The substandard?
Oh, sorry, the standard. Like just getting robbed.
What?
When my phone got robbed. My worst thing at uni was probably just getting robbed. I'm over it now.
I literally can't say. Like, I can't. Like, I will literally be cancelled. I can't. I can't say it. Huh?
Wait. Fair enough. Our least thing is just too bad to say, so we're gonna skip that.
I'm not trying to get cancelled.
Is the quality of teaching good there, and is it worth it? Definitely, I'd say at LSE, but it depends on your module.
Quality of teaching at Cambridge, I cannot knock it whatsoever. I have really benefited from it. I feel like with uni and a lot of unis, it's like you really do just get left to your own devices and you have to figure out what it's all about. And I just really have benefited from the amount of support available at Cambridge. It's just been like second to none. It's like school basically, but in a good way, because you're learning stuff and you're interested in it and you're actually choosing what you're doing, but you're also getting like the top scholars on things. Like you're learning their work from them.
I'd agree. I'd also say my uni also tries their best to, or the law school at least, they have so many like, but our uni tries to like, they have like 3 different events, so it's like convened seminars and public lectures.
What's convened?
It's for LSE staff, students and friends. It's like just really good in terms of building your career, the type of events they have. So it's things that you would spend time doing for applications if you were interested in studying law, but they do it in a talk and like they invite people in like law firms. It's just really good. I'd recommend. I didn't actually know about it until this year, so that's what I've been going to.
The only thing I'd say is like they're working on like being better with decolonising the curriculum, and there's loads of committees to do that, but it still is a bit archaic.
Rate your university experience out of 10.
This is gonna be sad though.
Sad? I will speak for myself. I give mine, if I'm being honest, and I need to be true to myself, because last year really knocked me in terms of uni, but I'm here now, so
I survived, so it must be fine.
Like, I have to be. I'd give it a 7.
Oh, I would give my uni experience probably a 6 or a 7, probably.
I think that's mine too.
But the thing is, I know that this is an investment in my time, my energy and my resources into a better future.
Do you think?
So I can like reconcile with it being less now to have like a better later.
I agree. Because of the uni I'm at, it's put me in an environment where I'm sort of set.
Yeah.
Amen. Hopefully. But yeah, do you feel like if you went to like, not bashing these unis at all, but say you went to like Nottingham, do you feel like your uni experience would be better?
But the thing is, right, so it depends what you want from uni. And I knew from the very beginning that I went into uni knowing that I wasn't there for a uni experience, like typical, like wanting to go out every night. Like people have just different wants and needs, and what you're looking for is so important, and you need to really identify that, I feel like, when you're applying, because I knew that wasn't a priority for me, so I was able to apply to Cambridge and know
but she wanted me to apply to Leicester, and I was like, why? It's literally not me. Like, why would you say that?
Well, that's kind of...
Exactly, my mum was pissed. How different do you think Cambridge is to LSE? I feel like it's different in terms of teaching.
So it's, sometimes I'll have one-on-ones, sometimes it will be, most of the time it's 2-on-1, and so I'll have supervisions, I'll have seminars as well sometimes, and then also lectures, and that's like, I feel like that just works really well because you actually get to talk with someone about your thoughts. It's not like this kind of university thing that goes on up here and then you just submit to the university. You're actually submitting to a person. The one thing about it is that with your organisation it's very hard to be organised because you have to email supervisors directly to organise supervisions. Like, it's not like the uni sets it out for you. You just have to... Yeah, so you just have to figure out what you're doing basically, and you need to be supervised, otherwise you won't be able to pass the year basically. So
like, what if someone was going through a tough time and they just didn't contact?
So the thing with that is there's lots of provisions, but the problem with Cambridge is they don't really have a reset system. It's basically, you have to do this thing where either you go through it and you just do what you do. Like, you don't necessarily need to go and attend supervisions, but that's what they like obviously want you to do. Basically, if you're going through a tough time, you speak to your tutor and they'll basically recommend you to intermit, which is basically like stopping, and then you just redo the year.
At
like,
LSE,
a lot of people
really...
for mental health reasons, they just stop. And then
I didn't know that until this year, where people were doing the same here, but it was a case where like we have sitting periods, like resitting periods. So we normally do our exams in like May/June. The deferred exams or resit exams are in August. So like there's a set time and period for that. But it's like if you're missing all of them, then you like take out the year. We sort of answered this. Is Cambridge versus LSE worthwhile based on the challenges it gave? I would say yes.
I'm gaining much more than I've lost from.
I would say it's temporary.
Yeah.
Pain for
yeah.
temporary pain.
That's it. And it's about what you look, how you see it. Like some people see it as like, no, this is 3 years of my life. I want to be happy. I'm never gonna get this time back. And I understand that point. But then also I just felt like, you know, it's also the time that you can really invest in yourself.
Do you think your university cares about you? And based on what I just heard from there about the mitigating circumstances thing, I think it's wishy-washy at my uni. I think they care, but to an extent. They only care if you bring something to them, but it's like if they don't know,
it's not like a de facto caring.
If they don't know, they can't do anything about it. Yeah, but it's not the easiest thing. I'd say for my department, especially for law, I think I've heard that they're much harsher than other departments. Like something that I'd get like a 3-day extension for, another department would give someone 2 weeks.
So this is another thing, is that none of our essays that we do during term, none of our work that we do during term are like a few things. Summative, is that the word?
Yeah.
So nothing counts basically until your exam. And also for the majority of degrees, nothing counts until your 3rd year exam.
I'm like,
so
that.
like it all counts at the end, and I think that's nice because you get time to actually grow and learn
like
how
that.
you do based on what your writing was when you were a 1st year or when you were a 2nd year and you didn't really understand it all. Like you actually get a chance to develop academically.
Yeah.
The downside with that is that handing in essays is a psychological thing because you can just not do it and it doesn't count.
That is us for formatives, but we only get them like.
But that's
every
everything.
6 weeks.
And the thing is, if I have 12 essays in an 8-week term, I can hand in like 4, but I just, do you know what I mean? And then they'll be worried about me and they'll be questioning me. They'll be like, why are you not doing your work?
Do you feel like our 6th form prepared us for or LSE?
Yeah. It was like the thing of academic excellence. Like they wanted you to always be achieving your best. It wasn't like you could just be
subpar.
Yeah. And like I do think that it makes a difference. Because I feel like go from there and you go to these like really intense unis and you're not surprised by it.
Yeah.
You're not surprised by it. And like the main thing for me is that I had to go into an environment where I was expected to do work when it didn't count, but it was about your personal development.
Yeah.
I learned that my work was about my personal development because of 6th form and because of that like environment where they were just wanting you to do your best all the time.
I agree. I think for me, what I gained the most and felt I was prepared for was like, fair enough, it's still more intense than I've ever experienced in my life before, but like the intensity of 6th form for me meant that when I got to uni and I was doing so much again, it was something where I can manage my time to make sure that I'm able to do this. Like we were doing so much inter-house drama, we did hockey, you did Spanish debating. I went to the society sometimes. Like we just did so much. You were head of house, I was deputy head of house. Like we did a lot, genuinely. We did a lot, but it meant that like we were prepared, or I felt like I was prepared, like okay, like if I can do that, I can do this. And it is the same intensity, but just more.
I always said Cambridge was our school just on crack cocaine. That's
100%. Like, the biggest change for me was the journeys. Like for me, commuting is not something I've ever experienced before in my life. Like our 6th form and school, at least 5 to 10 minute drive from where I live. But it was like everything was always quick. My journeys to uni genuinely like ruined my day. So yeah, that's the only thing.
You done?
I struggled doing my makeup without a mirror.
Yeah.
That is everything. My battery's about to die and I think we've answered all our questions. Thank you so much, Marley. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you do have any questions about Cambridge or LSE, comment them down below. And it's been your girl Praise and
Marley.
And I will see you next week with another video. Bye!
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip.